My wish and my prayer to Baba Nana. Guys, Genius is a legend. He was our legend.
We've won it. Zimbabwe!
It really is about creating opportunities and access and professionalizing Zimbabwean arts.
A good day, and thank you so much for making us the station of your choice right here on HStvZim. My name is Zodwa Mkandla, and this is The Shift, where we talk all issues upon women empowerment. We talk with women who are making waves in different industries, women who are in the public sector, women who are in the corporate sector, and we hear their stories. How did they make it different from what we sometimes hear about the stereotypes? Today in the studio, I'm joined by a very powerful woman, I would call her. She's an international businesswoman who has won several awards on several platforms. I'm joined by Zodwa Mkandla, and I'd like to welcome you to the program.
Thank you so much, Brenda.
And thank you so much for agreeing to be part of this program as we talk about women empowerment.
Thank you
So
for
as we
inviting
start
me.
today, I would ask you to briefly introduce yourself. Who is
Okay.
Zodwa?
Okay, my name is Zodwa Mkandla, a young lady. Well, some call whatever they want to call me, young lady born in Matebeleland in a place called Mbare, 40 kilometers from Bulawayo. I went to school there at a place called Mkwashini, primary school, then Sojini. Then I came to Harare where I finished my higher education at Mount Pleasant High School. But I then moved back again to Bulawayo to St. Columbus, and then moved back to Harare to do my diplomas and all that, and I started business and all that. Zodwa Mkandla is a mother of two beautiful girls, Precious Mtunzi and Melissa Mtunzi. Precious is 25, turning 26 this year, and Melissa turned 20 this year. Precious just finished the MBA. Melissa is doing a second year in university. She's doing a degree in IT. Zodwa Mkandla runs a travel agency called Traverze Travel, born 2003, and it's been the top and leading the travel agents in the country since then. And a few other businesses that I'm doing that have taken their own strides in the economy. But my first love is the travel agency. That's what I'm known for. That's what I'm good for. That's what I've been doing in the economy, and that's what I've been doing in the tourism industry in the country.
Mm-hmm. And how did you begin from high school? You spoke about your diploma and you starting business, and there are women who are listening to you right now and they're wondering, how do I start business? Can you share with us your journey? How did you start to say, I'm going to start my own brand?
Okay, when I started working in the travel industry in 1995, I worked at one travel agency as a receptionist. I started there, then I was trained by the owner of the travel agency into a ticketing consultant. I was a junior consultant, moved to intermediate, then to a senior consultant. And then after working for 5 years there, I moved to another travel agent because, you know, us, we're always looking for greener pastures. So I thought it was greener on the other side of the fence. I went there, it was very difficult. The woman it was difficult because I think I was used to where I was coming from, where everything was so simple and straightforward. This woman was tough. She was very tough. She knew what she wanted. She was tough. And I think because I didn't have that push, I thought she was a nuisance. I thought she was giving me a good time. So I couldn't take her toughness. I thought like she was being very mean and all that to me. Little did I know that she was actually preparing me for my journey that I was about to start. So after serving her for 2 years, I decided, you know what, I think I've had enough of this woman. I looked for another job elsewhere. I went to work for another travel agent, and it was worse than where I had left. Then at that stage, I decided, look, I think I need to start something of my own. I went to Spaces College. I was teaching travel and tourism, International Air Travel Association, which is the ticketing course of what I was trained on. So when I was there, I met one gentleman who encouraged me to start my own travel agency. We started a travel agency with this gentleman called Real Travel and Tours. Then that was 1999. We worked together for maybe a good 2-3 years, and I felt that there was about 4 or 5 partners, and the travel agency doesn't have so much revenue. The more you work, the more clients you work. It's a volume-based business. So the more clients you have, the more money that you make. So I thought, because I was the one who was the brains behind the brand, I was the brain behind the travel agency, I thought, you know what, let me leave this company and go and do it on my own. Because I felt that I was making money for other people, and I could make the money for myself. So some people call it selfish, but I said, you know what, selfish or not selfish, I would rather make money for myself than share whatever, because I was the marketing director of that company. So I brought all the clients, that brought all the big businesses and all that. So I approached one of my clients, who is still my client up to now. I've been servicing that client since 1995. So if you give a good service, I'm already teaching. If you give a good service to your clients, they'll stay with you. If you give a bad service, they will look for a better service elsewhere. So you have to make sure whatever you do, you give the best. Give it your all. You must never, I've always encouraged people, don't ever do a business that you're not passionate about. Don't ever do a business that you don't understand anything about, because you will not give it your all. You will not give it your best. So I approached this client that, look, this is what I want to do. And I feel I'm doing myself a disservice by sticking with these guys. I could do it better by myself. Then they said, okay, fine. What do you need? I told them I don't have money at the moment. I would need money to start to get an office, pay rentals, buy office furniture, register with the associations that were involved at that stage. And this client said to me, okay, fine. We've got a trip in 3 months' time that we're going to travel to this place. Can you give me a quotation? That was before I left this client, this company where I was working. I gave them a quotation. Then they paid me up front. Said, okay, fine. We're paying you into your new business. In 3 months' time, we are going to want our tickets. So we are trusting you with this money. In 3 months' time, we are going to want to travel. I took that money. I went to open my travel agency. I started my business. I bought furniture. I did everything. And I started working very hard. Within, I think, 2-3 months, all the clients that I was working with from the previous travel agents, they followed me into the new business. So this shows that if you are giving a good service, and it's not about the person, it's about the service that you give to the clients that they follow. They don't follow a company, they follow the service. So they followed me. Up to now, most of them are still with me. So it was easy for me. After the 3 months, these guys now wanted their money, they wanted their tickets. By the way, travel agents will only get a commission, maybe anything between 5 to 10%. So the money that they'd given me, if I had not worked that as hard, I would not have been able to give them the tickets in 3 months' time. So I gave them their tickets, they traveled, they were happy, and they are still happy up to today that, look, this is what we did. It's a seed that they sowed into my life. And I took that seed and I did something great about it. And the travel agency has grown from 2003 to now. Unfortunately, because of the virus, things are a bit slow, but we're not giving up. We found other things that we can do. What I will encourage people that want to start business, don't focus on one thing, but don't do many things. Just do 1 or 2 businesses that you know, that you understand, that will give you revenue. There's one guy called Arthur Marara, is my lawyer. He once wrote a book that called Multiple Streams of Revenue. This book talks about how you must have different streams in a business. You do different things. You can do a travel agency. You can do maybe a marketing agency. Maybe if you are good in selling clothes, things that you are passionate about, things that you understand, things that you know how to do. So that if once there's a season for everything, like for example now, the season for travel is gone down.
Just to put you on hold, Zodwa, sharing your story, how relevant is it in the current Zimbabwean times? Because there are women who are listening to us right now, and they are quite motivated by your story. But how relevant is it for someone who's young to also follow your steps?
It's very relevant because, you know, if you have multiple streams, like I was trying to explain, the travel agents right now is at its lowest because of the virus. But if you've got another business, for example, you're selling commodities, like I ventured into selling COVID supplies. That is what is going on right now. I've ventured into that business. That is what is making money at the moment. Some people went into gold mining. That is what is making money right now. So you have to do businesses that are going to be relevant for that moment. I know it's not possible to know what is going to be relevant at what particular time. But if you have 3, 4 businesses, they can't go under at the same time. One will still remain, giving you revenue. So that is what I did as well. As much as the travel industry has gone down, Traverze Travel is what made me. Traverze Travel is who I'm known for. Traverze Travel is who Zodwa is. But I've done other businesses that have brought money. Others are doing clothes. People wear clothes all the time. Others are doing food stuff. We eat every day. So you have to know what is relevant to that particular moment. There's different type of foodstuffs. It's not everyone who buys maybe rice or polony or bacon, but there are things that people eat every day that they cannot do without, like meat, vegetables, cooking oil, sugar, salt, things like that. Those are the things that people must venture into and see who is your competition. Know who you're dealing with, know your clients as well.
In a country like Zimbabwe, where people speak about a lot of corruption, how did you maneuver in such a space where Zimbabwe is labeled to be negative in some environments, but your brand is actually grown to be an international brand? How did you do that?
What I believe in, corruption is everywhere in the world, whether Zimbabwe, whether Africa, America, wherever. But you as an individual, you have to choose the path that you want to take. If you are one person that lives by the sword, you die by the sword. If you are one person that do business by corruption, you die by corruption. So what I think is a person, for your business to succeed, do away with corruption. There are some people out there that still stick by the book, that are not corrupt, that they'll give you business because you deserve it. They'll give you business because you earn it. But if everything that you do, you have to pay a bribe to get clients, you have to pay a bribe to get payments done, you have to pay a bribe for everything, you can't even make money. Because, for example, in my industry, it's only 5%. If a ticket is $100, I'm getting 5% of $100, which is $5. So for me to be successful making those $5 and I have to pay a bribe, you have to think about those things. And if clients know that this person does not deal with bribe, does not pay a bribe, does not do this, but will give you a service. But remember, the guys that are making the bookings, they also have bosses that must report to. So if they don't deliver the service that's supposed to be given, they will ask, the boss will ask, what happened? Why did you not deliver? And if they ask me, I'll tell them, your person wanted me to pay them a bribe. They wanted me to up my price of my commodity because they wanted a cutback.
In your situation, have you faced some people who said pay bribes for you to maneuver inside?
Yes, we have faced such situations. But you have to stand up, lift your head high up and tell them that I don't do such business, because it comes back. Remember, a ticket has got a price tag. The ticket that I sell belongs to the airline. So if you go to the airline, they'll tell you that a ticket Harare Joburg Harare is $200. If they come to me because I've put a bribe for the person, because I can't pay them with my commission, you need to mark up the ticket. So they say the ticket is now $300. The client will want to know, why is your ticket more expensive than the airline? So they'll rather go to the airlines than come to the travel agents. So if you are paying bribes, then we are doing ourselves a disservice. It means we are killing our own industry. So that does not happen. You don't have to do that. There are some clients that will come to you for a good service. There are some clients that will come to you because you are giving them a kickback. There are some clients that will come to you because of ABCD. But clients come to us because we give them a good service. That is what they come for. They come to us because we are superior than other travel agents. They come to us because we've got a lounge at the international airport. They come to us because we operate 24/7. We are there for our clients 24/7. We don't have a Saturday, we don't have a Sunday, we don't have a night time, we don't have a morning time. So we are there 24/7 for our clients. So that is what we should be marketing and advertising yourselves, that before you get into business, what are you getting into business for? What are you offering your clients? What is it that you are doing that is different from the other client or the other company that your competitors are dealing with? That's what you must ask yourself.
And in the same manner, some people have spoken about sextortion, to say that some women have used their looks to go up the ladder. Have you faced some of these things when you're going up?
Yeah, I have faced it, but my take has always been, even my people in marketing, I've told them, you know what, when you go to get business out there, don't use your looks. Use your intellectual to get the business from the clients. Because if today you use your looks and the client wants you, they sleep with you, tomorrow someone more beautiful than you is going to be born. What then happens? It means we lose business. So I don't believe in that. You have to work and earn the business from the clients. Don't use that, because men, they are there every day. They change positions every day. So it means by the end of the day, you will have slept with everybody in all the companies that you want to deal with, because most of the buyers in most of these companies, they are men. So if you are going to feel that men must get the better part of you, which I don't believe in, then you are going to end up sleeping with the whole country. You're going to end up sleeping with everybody. So I don't believe in that. I believe you must earn your business. You must earn every client because of the service that you provide, because you are the best person in providing whatever commodity that you are selling better than the other person. That's what I believe in.
We're going to take a short break. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and this is The Shift, where we discuss all issues about women empowerment. Today in the studio, we are joined by Zodwa Mkandla, who is the CEO of Traverze, and she's sharing with us how she started her brand and how she's actually flourishing in the traveling sector, I would say. You were talking about how women should not sell their bodies or sell their looks for them to succeed in life. Let's talk about the stereotypes that many environments are male dominated. Have you sat on boards where you felt uncomfortable as a woman? Share with us.
No, I've not sat on any board that I felt uncomfortable, because maybe when I walk into any environment, I wear a man's face. I think I'm a man in my own right, because I don't think there's anything that a man can do that I cannot do. I think we're all the same. God has given us the same brains, only that we're all in different fields. Each person has been given their own talent by God himself, the creator. So I don't feel that I should be scared of a man. I should respect them, yes, but I should not be scared of them, because I think given the playground, we can all play equally. That's what I believe in.
Maybe not on your side to say you're scared of them, but have you faced some of the challenges that way maybe you can pitch up where it's male dominated?
Yeah, there've been so many occasions where it's just male dominated. But like I said, I fit in with the men. I hang out with more men than girls. So with me, I'm not intimidated by men. When I'm with men, it's like I'm one of the boys. So I don't feel any threat. I don't feel challenged by men, because to me, we are all equal.
And in an environment where many people think that success of a woman is actually dependent on a man, how do you deal with that? How have you overcome this?
With me, I don't think it's true. I've walked through my path by myself, without a man. By myself, fine, yes. I've been married before twice, and I can't really say my success was made by my former husbands. I was already successful. Fine, when I met the father of my kids, we were all starting, we're still all very young, but we separated before I was brand Traverze. When I was still Zodwa, we were still starting and all that. But I then met someone else when I'd already started my journey of Traverze Travel. So I can't really say that men contributed to my success. I've made myself the person that I am. Only God has contributed to me, no one else.
And when Ginimbis passed on, there were a lot of things that were said. To say Zodwa want to take Ginimbis' wealth, she wants to take Ginimbis' cars and his mansion. How did you feel about this?
The people that said those things is people that did not know who I was. It's people that did not also know who Genius was. It's people that did not understand what relationship I had with Ginimbi. The people that mattered to me is Ginimbis' family. What does the family say? What does the family think? I don't care about the world, because they were never there from the beginning. They were never there when he passed away. They were never there. It's people that are speculating. It's people that are saying things that they know nothing about. How do I take a mansion that I built? If I really wanted to take it, I would have. But what do I need for? I've got my own. What do I need it for? I would never, there was never such a discussion when he was alive, when he was gone. We never had that discussion about any of Genius' houses, any of Genius' cars. That was never part of the discussion. If anything, me and Genius' family, we are the best people ever. I've got no problems with them. They don't have any problems with me. But people that are outside are the ones who have problems with us. But we allow them to think and speculate whatever they want. But me and the family, we've got no problems whatsoever. Even until when Genius passed away, we're the best of friends. Best of friends ever. People will talk, but will just listen and look at them. You can't answer everybody that says something, otherwise you end up looking like a fool. You end up looking like a fool like them that have got so much time to waste asking about people that don't even give a hoot, that don't even care about them. But as for Genius, may his soul rest in peace. But there was nothing. There was never any fights. I don't want any of his cars. I've got my own. I don't want any of his houses. I've got my own. I don't want any of his wealth. I've got my own. If anything, we built what he has together. So why should I want it now? Why wouldn't I have wanted it when he was alive? Because it's not like I was an enemy to him. We were friends. So if I wanted something from him, I would have taken it when he was alive. Why should I take it when he's gone, when I know that there is nothing that is there that I can take? What he has left, he's left for his family. So it's got nothing to do with me. I don't want anything whatsoever from Genius family. We are the best of the sisters, the two sisters, they're my best friends. The father, he's my father. We call on each other every day, any moment. We've got no bad blood. So we allow the people to think, because they think they know better than us. So we let them do what they want to say and do what they think they know. But otherwise, us, myself and the family, we're the best friends ever.
And there are some women who are in the same situation, who are widowed, I would say. What word would you give them? They might be facing the same thing, and they might not be as powerful as you are. What word of advice would you give those
I don't
women?
think it's about power. It's about the relationship that you have or you had with the person, with your spouse when he was alive, and the relationship that you had with the family, the relatives of your spouse when you are alive. Because you can't want to have a relationship when the person has passed away. Because for them to respect you, or for them to accord you the space that you believe you deserve, is to be because of what you shared with the person when he was alive. If I had been a bad person to Genius or to Genius family when he was alive, I don't think they would have accepted me or treated me the way they do. By the way, when Genius passed away, we were no longer together. We had separated for 2 years, but we still respected each other. Most of you didn't know the status of my relationship with Genius, but with Genius we had broken up 2 years prior to his passing on. But we remained friends. Our friendship was strong. We were friends even before we had a relationship. Our friendship remained stronger, but we're no longer in a relationship. So my advice would be to everyone. People always say in-laws are difficult, I've never had any problems with in-laws. The in-laws, my children's mother, up to today, when she's a problem, she calls me. Genius' mom, until her passing on, when she had a problem, she would still call me, even when I was no longer with the son. So I think it's about relationships. We must be nice to people. Create relationships with people. Your in-laws, treat them the same way you treat your own family. They're the best people ever. But we've got this belief that they're wicked. I don't know where that comes from. I've never faced that from both marriages that I've had. I've never faced that. I don't know whether I'm the nice one or they're the nice ones, or we're both the nice people. So I don't believe that there's people that are wicked and things like that. The way that we all want to paint with a bad brush. In my life, that doesn't exist. So I think we have to look at ourselves as varora. What is it that we're doing? Because for someone to hate you, there's something that you've done. There's no one who can just hate you from nowhere. There's something that you've contributed to that bad relationship to happen. So we have to learn to love each other, like the Bible says. Love each other. That's all we have to do. Otherwise, if you don't love each other, you will never have good relations. And these bad things, when people starting for properties and things like that, is because you've got bad relationships. That bad blood follows. When then the person that joined you together passes on, then the ones that remain, they fight you because you never had a relationship.
And I understand that when you met Ginimbi, you were already an established woman. What effect did it have for Ginimbi to come into your life?
When Ginimbi came into my life, I think he was also just starting his business. My business was already established, but it was not as successful as it was. So in a way, he used to give me advice. As much as people believe that Genius was this player, Genius was this person that all he did was to entertain other women or do this and that, he had brains. When it was time to work, he would work. He gave me constructive advice. He gave me good business. Good business advice. As much as I also contributed into his businesses. When I met him, he was just starting. He was like a briefcase company. And I told him, you know what? You can't build an empire from a briefcase. You have to grow your business. Get offices, start a business, establish a business, wear like a formal man, go to the office, get company profiles, do all those things. And he listened to me. And his business grew. Within 3-4 years, his empire even grew bigger than my own empire. Even our empire combined, yes, we were a power couple, the two of us. No one could beat us. We were a power couple. But after I had left him, he actually did better when I had left him than when we were together. I think maybe, I don't know what it was, but he did much more better when I had left him. But whatever he did, he still shared with me. So I'm doing this is new business adventure that I'm entering into. Come, let's do it together. He'll invite me here and there. I'll take some, I'll refuse some, and all that. He had a good heart. He was not a wicked person. He was not a mean person. We whatever businesses he did, he would invite me if I wanted to join. I would say yes when I wanted. I would say no where I did not want. But otherwise, I would say we were a power couple.
Being a power couple where you are both powerful, how did you manage each other?
I think for him, the challenge was because I was much older than him. And for him, it was the society, because people used to tease him that Zodwa made you. So that to him, it never used to rub him the right way, which is why he worked so hard to make sure that with or without Zodwa, I can still do better. Because people used to make him believe that, without Zodwa, you're nothing. Without Zodwa, this and this. But he proved them wrong, that, you know what, with or without Zodwa, I'll still make it. And I also proved to myself, with or those that believe that Genius made me, with or without Genius, I'm still going to make it. So at the end of the day, for the people, they believe this one can't do without this one can't do with us. At night, we'll phone each other, what have you done? What did you do today? Let's do this. You must do it like this. You must do it like that. But people didn't know. They're not privy with that information. And it was not our place to be telling them things that they were not supposed to know. They believed what they believed. The public believed what they, just like they still believe what they believe up to today. But it's not my place to go out there and tell them, no, it's not like this, it's like this, it's not like this. I don't have the time. I'm chasing the money. I'm chasing the dollar. That's what I'm doing. I've got kids that must go to university. So why should I worry myself about what people are saying? People must learn from us. They must learn. What is it? Come and ask. What is that you're doing different? Why has your business done like this? That's what they must ask, instead of always criticizing. People are so negative. They don't look at anything good. Just like when Genius died, there were so many stories. He's done juju, he's done this. A black man can never succeed without using juju. A black woman can never succeed without using juju. But if I was a white woman, as successful as I am, they would never say a white man is using juju. Why is it that us as Africans, we don't support each other? We have to support each other. We've got a pull and down syndrome. Let's support each other. And if you support each other, you'll see that you've got your business, he's got his own, he's got their own. I come and buy from you, you come and buy from me, we buy from him. We support each other's different businesses.
And from the narrative that you're giving, a pull head down syndrome, and many women have said they've been affected by this, to say other women are not able to support other women. In your case, have you faced this?
With me, what I've done, when I used to face that, I then had opportunities to address people. That, guys, it's not like this. If you support me, I will support you. But even if they don't support me, because I deal with the corporate world doesn't choose. They look for a good service, they look for good prices, they look for that. That's why I chose to deal with the corporate world. But in a situation where maybe if I was selling clothes, if they didn't buy my clothes, maybe I would be affected. But in the travel industry, they'll still come. Because I will still give the best service ever. The service that I give, they will not get it anywhere else. They will go wherever they go. After 2 months, they'll come back. Zodwa, I'm sorry, this is what happened. I was getting this or getting that. But they come to a particular company for the service that they get that is different from the other company. That is what they think. The pull it down syndrome will always be there. But don't concentrate your energy on the negative things. Build on the positive. Build on the positive clients. The few positive clients that you have, they'll bring other positive clients. Because if you do a good service, the referral, they'll refer other clients to you, and that is how you grow your brand.
And there are narratives that some women who are at the top, they're not willing to put the ladder down to other women who are still coming up. In your case, have you mentored other young women to also be where you are?
I have tried to mentor them, but it's not easy to mentor other women. You can try, you can mentor only a few at any given time. I think every day I get more than 20, 30, 40 people in my either Instagram, Facebook, in my office, on my phone, phoning me. I can't respond to everybody. So some people think maybe I'm showing off or I'm pompous. I can't respond to everybody. There are some, I read the messages. But those that I feel they need help, that they feel I can contribute something to them, I assist them. Those I feel I cannot contribute anything, or maybe one of my friends with that same field can assist, I refer them to my friends. What happens between them and my friends, then I can't follow up. But those that I've tried to assist, there's few that I've mentored, there's few that I've tried to help. But what I've seen, the challenges that I've faced, someone will come to you and say, oh, tell me a business, what must I do? I can't tell you what you must do. Come to me with your business proposition already. This is what I want to do. Let me add value to what you already have. Don't use my brains, because what I think is good for you might not be what is good for you. Because I don't believe in you doing a business that you don't understand. Like today, you are a presenter. I can't say today to my daughter, oh, go and be a TV presenter, go and be a reporter, go and be a journalist, go and be this. Maybe her passion is not that. Maybe her talent is also not that. She'll get there, she won't be able to speak to people. She'll get there on stage, she starts shivering, she starts shaking, she starts sweating. I've met people where, they'll say they want to meet me. I go and meet them. They can't even stand 2 minutes. They're shaking, they're sweating. You don't even know what they've called you for. You've given them your time to come and sell themselves, and they can't even stand 2 minutes. And you say, look, you're wasting my time. People must have self-composure. Know what it is that you want. If the president called me today, I know he's the highest respected person in the country, but if you are given an opportunity to present to the president, you are given an opportunity to tell the president what it is that you want to contribute into the economy of the country, then you get there, you can't talk. Do you think it's going to make you stay 5 minutes in his office? You're wasting his time. There's so many other people that are waiting for the same opportunity that you've been given to present yourself or sell yourself, and you can't utilize it. So the same applies with everyone else.
And what would you wish, how would you address the young Zodwa, the 13-year-old, the 14-year-old? What would you tell her today?
Wow, 13-year-old Zodwa out there in Mbare. I would say, hold on, girl. Don't give up. The sky is the limit. There's so much out there that you can do. And get someone that is going to mentor you, that is going to pull you by the hand and teach you and show you and hold you and show you the path to take. That's what I would tell Zodwa today. Unfortunately for me, growing up, I had to do everything by myself. I didn't have the children of today. A 13-year-old Zodwa today has got internet, has a cell phone. They are so exposed. We were never exposed. I went to school barefooted. I didn't have shoes. I would walk 20 kilometers every morning going to school. People don't believe it. When they see me today, they think I was made like this. I had to work to be where I am today. I was never born like this. I worked hard to be where I am today. I'm not a failure, and I will never, ever fail. I always pray when I pray to God, God, don't ever make me poor. I never want to be poor. I never want to lack anything. I want to always have. I want to always be able to provide for my kids, to provide for my family, to provide for those that I meet on the way that I can assist. It's not just about my family. It's about those that you can also assist. Giving back to the community, giving back to those that lack, giving back to other people. It's not about only our family. You must also give to others. Make a change, make a difference. Give something different to someone who is not expecting you to give to them. That is what I would advise people out there, because we think that because I've made it, I forget that there's someone who's sleeping outside my gate or sleeping on the corridor that doesn't even have a blanket. You don't even care about maybe just walking on the streets and giving them bread or buying them blankets, buying them shoes. It's winter time. What are you doing for the community? What are you doing for other people that don't have? It's not everybody that is privileged enough to have everything. You must always give back. And when you give back, God gives back 100-fold.
And I would ask you to address a young woman out there who's listening to you right now, who adores you as they see you, what would you say to them? I would give you the opportunity to look into the camera and speak to them.
Young girl out there, first of all, I know most of you don't like this, but I'm going to say it anyway. Forget about these sugar daddies. Work for your money. Try and get people that can help you, that can elevate you, that can teach you about life. You are beautiful, yes, so beautiful. You speak English language so eloquent, like you are the Queen of England. You forget that there's tomorrow. You forget that you are going to grow old. Not so many of you are going to be as privileged as I am to be as beautiful as I look at the age of 49. I'm 50 next year. I'm proud to be a 50-year-old with young kids that have done extremely well. Most of you at the age of 19, 20, 21, even 25, you look so old. You look so unkept. And it's because of your lifestyle, your habits, the way you look after yourselves. You sleep with every man that comes your way that will give you $1. You can work so hard and get your own money and make your own money without a man. I'm not saying men are bad. Get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Yes, get a husband, get married, or get a boyfriend, a steady boyfriend. Don't change men. One man. Sleeping with different men makes us old as women. That's the truth. I hope it's getting there. And girls, because we think we are so beautiful, we have it all. You'll always be that beautiful. You are lying to yourself. These men want you from the age of 21, maybe up to the age of 30. After that, others are born. The ones what they were 10, they are now 21, up to that same age. Where are you going? What are you doing? You are pregnant. You are left with a child who has no father. Most of them, they'll say, no, I'm not the father. Yet they were the only men that you're sleeping with. You've got a child. You don't know what to do. You're bringing that child back to your mother, who also doesn't have anything. They've taken you to school. You have failed because you don't want to learn. Just listen, young girls. Education is power. That is all that we can give you as parents. We can't give you anything else besides education. When we take you to school, when we are hard to you, it's not because we don't love you. We love you. We want you to do the best. We want you to excel. So listen to your parents. Do what you think you can do best. Get mentors, people to mentor you. Most of all, put God first. Go to church. Be prayerful. Don't be abused. Don't be used. Don't be loose. Don't be easy. Don't be taken advantage of. That's all I'll say.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much, Zodwa, for joining us on this platform as you were sharing your story. And I believe that a lot of young women have actually learned from your journey, and like how you were sharing that women need to value themselves, they need to take up the space and know what they really want. And I'd like to thank all our viewers who were joining us through our Facebook platform, HStvZim, and also Newsday Facebook page. This is The Shift, where we talk issues about women empowerment, where we have women who have made it to the top. Like today we were joined by Zodwa Mkandla. She was sharing her story, how she started. It was not magic. She actually started something that she was passionate about. And like what she mentioned, you need to have passion on what you want to do, and you need to soldier on for you to achieve your dream. This is The Shift, and I'm Mbare.